Yes, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Liverpool winning in their first game of the Premier League season, beating Ipswich Town 2-0 away from home, keeping a clean sheet in a scintillating performance, especially in the second half. We're going to break down the game today. Also, we're going to talk about the Joe Gomez rumours later and the Gundogan rumours and all that going on as well. We will chat about, but of course, I've got my right-hand man with me, K-Mac. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I got exactly what I wanted. Clean sheets.
Oh, that's all I thought you had to go somewhere deeper then.
It's a bit early.
Oh, yeah. And that's the wife watched the original Halloween yet?
No, but she thought the last one was terrible, so she's watching it backwards. So they're only going to get better, aren't they?
Yeah, they get better as you go back in decades. Yeah. You go back. We got Luke in the house. Obviously, me, Luke, and Cal are on the Sanderson show. In the early wee hours of the morning at 3 a.m. tonight, watching UFC. So make sure you join us then.
You're my second dream, then.
I'll be second dream. You know, do you? You know for a fact that's a dream. Big up to everyone in the chat. Hit that like button as well. And guys, my TIFO account, as you can see, is scrolling at the bottom of the screen now. And it's linked in the live comments as well. It's pinned at the top of the live comments. If you haven't joined my TIFO yet, go and join it now, guys. If you're brand new to TIFO and you've not joined TIFO before, referral code is Jamie. If you are with TIFO already, just go and find my channel, Jamie Phillips Football Chats on TIFO, and join the community, guys. We went from 18 before the game yesterday members to now we're on 66. So I'm trying to get to 100 before the end of the weekend. So yeah, join me over there for all watch-alongs that aren't Liverpool. All Liverpool stuff would be on here. Obviously, I couldn't do my watch-along this afternoon, which I was really upset about. But the wife has not been feeling well the last couple of days, and she's starting to feel a little bit. Yeah, starting to feel a little bit better now. She's just had a dicky tummy and stuff, and then the kids started throwing up today as well. So it's been all good. It's just one of them things, ain't it? Goes round. So
yeah.
But big up everyone. I hope you're all doing good. But yeah, we're going to talk about the game. K-Mac, first half. Let's go first half first. What? Not the best. Let's say it's not the best. Very scrappy. Weren't no real tempo to our play. Ipswich though were aggressive, and I've seen a lot of people talk about the first half, and I just think it's one of them games where it's a 12:30 kickoff, and you're away from home at a newly promoted team, and it can be that sort of game, can't it? You sort of have to play the game out till they sort of tire out.
Yeah, and they did.
They did.
It was. I mean, the weird thing about it is, Slot changed the game by taking Quansah off because Quansah wasn't winning his duels, and he didn't, by the way. Like he won 2 out of 4 duels, and he lost most of his headers, by the way. So the reason why he took him off is because he was getting bullied by Delap, and that was pretty obvious in the first half. However, if it wasn't for Quansah's block, we'd have probably been a goal down in the first 10 minutes because Virgil van Dijk did that stupid cross ball thing, which is what we had a habit of doing all of last season. What it felt like for me, it felt like Klopp was still managing Liverpool for the first half. Like the players were still playing that way. Like nothing was really coming off. Like Robbo was terrible, absolutely terrible. Like we guarantee that Tsimikas will be playing the next game.
Yeah.
And also McAllister looked like he was running in treacle. And they were just up for it. They were flying at us. And the biggest issue for me is we need to sort out those set pieces because their big chances came from our own corners. And we had one guy back. And when we lost the ball from the set piece, we had one player against 3 of theirs. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So we need to sort that out. And I just love the fact that we knuckled down, kept it tight. The XG for them was 0.78 or something, which is right because they didn't score a goal.
They had 0 big chances.
Yeah, they had 0 big chances, and we had 0 big chances in the first half, by the way.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the first half. I was like, you know what, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. First game of the season, getting up used to the new manager tactics, and also playing at Ipswich away, which is it's gonna be a really tough game for anyone going there. And just keeping it to 0-0, I was like, I'm all right with that. Like, get him in at half time, do some changes, and wow, did he do some changes?
Yeah, exactly. So, like,
Gravenberch kept us in the game in the first half.
Yeah, Gravenberch was
and I
good.
never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, he was good. We're gonna talk. We're gonna give Gravenberch his own slot a bit later.
Oh, he needs flowers. Yeah, give him some flowers.
So look, this is how I look at it, right? So McKenna at Ipswich, he's got a style of play that all the players at Ipswich have known now for like 2 seasons. So Ipswich just played their way that they're very used to, even if they've gone to a new league under their manager. Liverpool, obviously, yeah, we looked good in pre-season, and then the first competitive game, the players play a bit like the way they've done in previous years because it's an automatic no. It's like, this is how we're going to do things. And
muscle memory.
Yeah, exactly. It's just muscle memory. Yeah, there's the Slot way Slot wants to play is in there, the build up from the back and stuff like that. That's there. But there was just little things that, didn't make sense. Supposedly in that first half, it looked like he didn't really not understand what he want. What Slot wanted him to do. You could see Slot was telling him to get forward more, be braver. Robbo was just playing like Robbo does. It was a strange one that he started, actually.
Yeah, me too. That was a weird one.
It was a weird call. And, the midfield and the defence didn't have that coordination like they had last season. And then, look, Quansah got taken off. And I thought, to be fair, I thought Quansah had a good game. I didn't think he was terrible. Well. Quansah weren't terrible at all.
No.
Yes, he weren't winning any aerial duels, which he was taken off. But apart from that, he won everything on the ground.
He didn't. He didn't.
Well, I mean, like a one-on-one challenge sort of thing, not getting spun. But his pace is a bit of worrying if we're going to play this way. Also, because he can get spun too easy, and I've said that about Quansah last time. He gets a bit tight and then he gets spun. He hasn't actually got the pace to, like a Konate or a Virtual, have they got that pace and stride where they can catch up players? That's something Quansah has got a problem with. But he made a lot of blocks of that, and he won some tackles and that. He wasn't terrible at all. He looked like he got the worst news ever on the bench when they showed his face. He's proper peed off. But
he was injured. I was worried he was injured because of his face.
I
look like a face of injury. Like I'm out for the season. I was like, oh God.
And he was proper peed off. But I tell you what, the substitution was a bit of genius on Slot's part because I can't remember the last time we did this. And guys, when me and K-Mac ever say these sort of things that we're going to say now, we're not going at the former manager or anything like that. So every manager's different, but it was just a little bit refreshing that we actually changed tactical play at half time.
Yeah.
It was a tactical substitution, and I get the Slot's interview after the game. The man's ruthless. Don't care.
I love him. I'm such a fan of that stuff, man. I really am, honestly.
And the way he explained it, he said like Quansah weren't winning any aerial duels, and their number 9 had Quansah on toast pretty much. That's basically what he was saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
And because of that, Trent couldn't invert and make up the extra number in midfield, so he had to stay back more, right? Yeah. So he decided, I'm going to put Konate on, who's bigger and stronger, and if there's one skill Konate excels at, is aerial duels. So let's put him on, and also with his pace, we can play further up the pitch. And because we can play further up the pitch, we can be more aggressive with our passing. And the change from first half to second half because of that was tremendous. But yeah, and it's not a diss on Quansah. It's if it's not working, you find the reason it's not working and you change it. And the change was fantastic. Trent in that second half was a demon. You know, he's able to get into where the positions he wants to get into. Konate was great at the back. Like nothing happened in the second half, really.
Can I give you his numbers? Can I give you his
Yeah,
numbers?
go in numbers, man.
So Konate, 28 out of 30 accurate passes, 5 out of 4 duels won,
Yeah, that's mad.
1 out of 1 ground duels won, and 4 out of 3 aerial duels won. And he was on the pitch for 45 minutes. He was a monster. Like, and what he did as well, which a lot of people probably didn't notice, is he gave our midfield the ball when they could turn and approach the half turn.
Yeah.
Quansah wasn't doing that. Quansah was giving the ball too early, and our players had their back, had their face to our goal, so they had to do a complete rotation, and they were getting caught in midfield. And it's something really simple like that. And also, what I loved about it is our youngsters need to have some tough love. Like, they really do need to have some tough love sometimes, because there's way too many times that our kids have just been overhyped and overpraised and played too much. And Quansah probably needed that. Like, to be honest, he had a really good pre-season, but it's just pre-season. Like, this is the Premier League, mate. Like you need to up your game, like, and you need to change in these areas. And he dragged them off. Quansah's obviously probably took that on the chin now. He probably had a bit of a paddy, but he'll get over it. And Konate's gone, right, I'm here now, boss. Yeah. You've now got two central defenders who are proper gunning for each other. And that's what you need. It's exactly what you need.
I totally agree with you. There's nothing wrong with this. And
nothing wrong with that at all.
Like, Quansah will play games this season, guys. Don't think it's just right. That's it. Slot don't rate Quansah no more. He does. I know his interview after the game where he pretty much said, "I weren't doing nothing wrong, but the players were." You know that. That was like, whoa.
They just weren't doing what I told them to do.
Yeah, it just they weren't doing what I was telling them to, and I weren't doing nothing wrong. He pretty much said it. It's like, all right, Slot.
And he also said we should have scored 6, by the way.
Yeah, so
and that's quality.
We'll go get Luis Diaz later. Don't you worry about that.
He also said he should have scored as well.
Yeah, my agenda for Diaz might be back. I ain't gonna lie. But no, look, Quansah will play games, and do you know what this do, guys? Quansah will learn from this, and he'll get better as a player, and that's all we want. We don't want Quansah to be comfortable. You know, Quansah is a young defender learning the game. This is one thing we got to remember, guys. Last season was his first Premier League experience, and it took everyone a bit by surprise. But he's still learning the game. He's finding out how good he actually is as a player. And for me, all Quansah's got to do is learn from this experience. He's going to learn where he needs to be better, where Slot wants him to be better, and he's going to become a better player for it. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
If you really want to know how inexperienced Quansah is, because he still is, by the way, he's played less than 20 Premier League games still.
Yeah, he's got to be a player.
Just put that into perspective. Like, seriously, like, less than 20
every
Premier
week.
League games.
He's going to be fine. We all like him.
Yeah.
Not a problem. He's just going to grow and get better as a player. This is what Slot's doing. Coaching him.
And what I loved about it, mate, is I love the fact that Konate came on and just completely bossed it.
He beast out. That's the guy I want to see.
That's the guy we want. And I don't want any of our players to be comfortable. None of them. That's been the problem for too long. People have been comfortable. Like, look at Bradley when he came on. Could have scored. Like, he was bossing it as well. Look at Tsimikas when he came on. Like, complete chalk and cheese. Like this is what we need. We need players to come onto the pitch and just go, right, I really want this position. Like, I'm going to play my heart out to get this position off the next guy. And then vice versa. Like, this is what we need.
Big up DJ Brain says, big up the super chat, my friend. As always, he says, Tsimikas looks more stable at left back. Had a good game, but Konate had a better one. Well, Quansah had a good game, but Konate had a better one. Well, the number 6 spot is up for Grab and Jones. So up for it. Those two who wants it. Yeah, I think we're going to still need I think we still need a player there. You just need that anchor. because I do feel like I don't think Gravenberch is a DM, but he's more of a proper central midfielder. So he plays deeper, but you still need an anchor player there. So I think Liverpool still, I think Slot made a point of it today as well. And in the press conference before the game yesterday, he sort of had to go at Richard Hughes, didn't he? So it's like
I need players.
Slot
signings.
Slot still wants a midfielder.
He still wants his signings.
We're still after it. Big out, as he said, big out guys. Mamadashvili is playing. Yeah, he starts with Valencia today. Yeah, I think that deal will slowly get done, but yeah,
It's only a loan. It's a loan to Bournemouth and a sale to us next year. So
and then a sale to us next year. It's all cool.
Yeah,
it's all cool, guys. But yeah, look, Konate, brilliant when he came on. As I said, changed the second half from a standpoint tactically. And Quansah, look, he weren't terrible in the first half at all. It's just some things to his game that Slot wants him to improve. Otherwise, he wouldn't have taken him off. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's a young guy learning the game. He's a young guy learning the game still. And that he'll get better and better. So, look, managers demand different things of players. Klopp might have been all right with the way Quansah was playing because we might have played a different style. So Quansah wouldn't have been in them positions. But Slot's playing a different style a little bit anyway. Not, there's a lot of similarities, but he's playing a little bit of a different style where he wants a little bit different out of Quansah. So all managers have different ways of looking at players. And yeah, Quansah, I've got no problem with Quansah. He's going to be absolutely fine. He's just learning the game. Mike says Konate wasn't the key. It was a change of pace from the game. Yeah, the reason the change of pace happened, Mike, the reason the change of pace happened is because of Konate. So Konate came on with because he could win the aerial duels. What that did, it stopped Ipswich going more direct. So Ipswich couldn't go as direct as they did before because Konate's a beast with aerial duels. Also, because of his pace, the team could push further up the pitch and Trent could invert more into the central area so we could have that overload in midfield. And then we was more aggressive with our passing. I don't think the aggressive passing happens in Quansah still on the pitch in the way we want to build up from the back. And like K-Mac said, Konate was passing to the midfielders on the half turn so they could get it and go straight away without having their back to goal. So there was just a little difference. But I know what you're saying.
Trent could do the underlap more as well. He could do the underlap more, which helped.
Yeah.
And his overlap was brilliant. Like, do you see that cross he put in for Jota?
Yeah, Trent was gravy when he got in that second half. I've never seen him run so much.
Some of his passing as well. Like it wasn't. It was long ball, but it wasn't quite like long ball from last season. It was like really accurate passes. Like we're going to be. I'm so excited for the way we play sometimes. Like now, it's going to be. It's going to be brilliant this season. I just feel it. I really do.
I literally, I think our physicality in the first half weren't the greatest in midfield.
No.
I think Gravenberch and Szoboszlai were aggressive. It's McAllister. McAllister is not that kind of midfielder. He's an elegant midfielder. He's not there really for aggression. And he was literally the worst midfielder today for Liverpool, which I never usually say, but I think with McAllister, he did go away to a Copper final. So he's probably a bit tired still and getting some fitness. But Szoboszlai is aggressive in midfield. He wins a lot of duels, actually. And Gravenberch today was aggressive. He was doing sliding tackles. He was getting his foot stuck. He was getting stuck in. But yeah, McAllister was quiet. But I think that's where we need that anchor midfielder. That other anchor midfielder gives you that aggression. It allows McAllister to step forward a little bit more in the midfield. So that's what Slot wants. He spoke about it again today. It has to happen, but we'll get to that at another point in the video. But let's talk about Gravenberch though, because Gravenberch starting in a double pivot in that number 6 area. Again,
can I give you his numbers?
Yeah, go for it, and we'll talk about him.
So 86% pass ratio, 51 out of 59, 3 tackles, 6 out of 12 duels, 5 out of 11 ground duels, 1 out of 1 aerial duels, played really well. Like honestly, his heat map was like he played mostly on the right hand side of the double pivot. 71 touches, 2 out of 2 long balls that were accurate, 1 out of 2 dribbles attempted. He was fouled once. He lost possession 9 times, which is not a lot, by the way, if you're the guy in the middle of the park. Like, so all in all, he had a great game. To be fair, mate, like it's probably one of his best games I've seen. Without him scoring, like genuinely.
You've gone a bit
He
dark.
really helped.
There you go.
Really helped the team. Sorry, did I go dark?
Yeah, you went all dark.
Yeah, because I was on a screen that was dark.
Oh,
literally
right,
completely dark. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm in the dark. That's why the only light is from the actual monitor.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's why.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to put a light on.
Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, I thought Gravenberch was good today. Look, he had 2 good pre-season games as
you can't
well.
see me anymore.
Yeah, 2 good pre-season games as well. Yeah, look, let's keep Gravenberch going. Hopefully, in the weeks to come, Gravenberch gets better and better. We all know McAllister's going to get better and better. I've got no worries about McAllister, as I said. He just still he looks a little heavy-legged at the moment from a busy summer. But yeah, he'll get absolutely. He's got no problem. But Gravenberch done well. But still need a midfielder there. I'm not going to say Gravenberch is like that's it now. Don't need any. We still need a midfielder. Still need bodies. Szoboszlai in that second half became a different player as well. They sort of pushed him forward a little bit more by the look of it. That touch for the second goal when in that midfield area when he got the ball. He drew it back with his right foot and passed it with his right foot and opened up the play. Yeah, that's what he's great at. That's what he's really good at.
He also played the ball. Did you see the ball he played through for Salah's goal? I know it wasn't an assist because it deflected off their player, but it was like eye the needle stuff. Brilliant, really good.
He's an extremely good player. He's Szoboszlai. When he's got time on the ball like that, he's very, very good. And we need. I don't want to see Szoboszlai in defending duels or anything like that. I want him to be that, that number 10 that's a little bit further up the pitch that can do that kind of thing. Setting up play like that. He's got that in his locker. He was joining the attack really well in that second half as well, getting really heavily involved. I thought Szoboszlai in that second half had a good game. Gravenberch had a good game throughout for me. McAllister, as I said, he was under par for McAllister, but got no worries. McAllister will get better as the season goes on. He just looks a little tired at the moment. Robbo low at left back came out. Talk to me about Robbo, man. Talk to me about Robbo.
I mean, look. But before anyone comes at me in the chat, okay, I think Robbo is quite possibly our greatest ever left back in history. Like genuinely, like he's a club legend. Like, and I think he's probably the cheapest, best signing we've ever made. Him and Matip probably. Like he's been absolutely incredible. Like I think his assists are really quite close to Trent's, like which is insane. But I genuinely think it's time for Robbo to go. Like I just do. Like I don't think Robbo wants to be a backup player. I don't think Robbo should be a backup player. Like I think he could probably have another 2 years in Italy or Germany. Like genuinely. I think he's going to hinder us because he's out of position a lot. He's lost the pace that he has, and that's what he relied on, like consistently. He seems to make a lot of stupid fouls. Like let's just break it down. Like Ipswich scored 20 goals from set pieces last season, and Robbo fouled their player twice needlessly, which then gave them free kicks in the first half.
He got embarrassed.
Scored from.
He looked like he got embarrassed because he lost a battle, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's just not good enough. Like you're doing dumb stuff, which is playing to their advantage. Look, he's 30. I think he's 31 now. Like he's just been flogged. like I know he's 31, but he's probably a 35-year-old in body, because Klopp has just rinsed him every single year consistently. For me, I think we could do better now, and I think we probably are looking for a guy. He's only played one pre-season game, so Slot probably hasn't got a huge amount of data to really work off to see whether he really, really does need a left back. But I would say after that game, and the fact that he subbed him as well, I'd say after that game, he's probably looking at it going, yeah, I'm probably going to get a left back here. And
yeah,
that's a good thing, because I think it's probably the second most important thing for us.
That's why I was so shocked that he started the game. Yeah, that's why I was so shocked that Robbo started the game, because Tsimikas has been doing all right in pre-season. Tsimikas, I don't think is the answer either. I think we'll all but he's in better form.
He does make mistakes.
They both do. This is the issue. They both do. But right now, I'd say Robbo, Tsimikas should start in front.
Do you feel though? I obviously watched that game, and do you feel that is him basically convincing himself? Do you think that's Slot playing him going, yeah, I thought that was the case. Yeah, I do need a left back.
Yeah.
He's got to see it with his own eyes, and so does Richard Hughes.
But personally, I'd tell Gomez, you're not going anywhere. Just play him at left back.
For 45 million for a guy that's third choice left back, third choice right back, and fourth choice centre back.
Yeah.
We'll
get to him later.
Turn that down, and also Gomez is an England international now. He needs to play football.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not going.
We'll speak on the Joe Gomez stuff in a bit, guys. We'll have.
I didn't bring that up, by the way.
No. We'll do the Joe Gomez convo in a little bit, guys. But yeah, look, we need a left back. I wonder if Klopp. I'm going to say Klopp a lot because I'm so used to it. Arne Slot, I think he's going to. I think he's looking at a centre back, left back sort of hybrid who can. No, like he had at Feyenoord. He had a fight. I think that's what he might be looking at. A left back that can play centre back. A left-footed centre back, basically, can play out the left. That's what he might be looking at. The Altinori links are still there. I think Wolves are banging trouble this season. I'd be shocked if Wolves stay up, actually. I think they're so average. And they haven't got no goals in their team at all. I think they're going to be in trouble. So, look, we could be raiding Wolves or Altinori. I think there has to be moves. Definitely in that left back area.
I'm not going to lie. What did you think of their left back?
I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, left back. I thought Anthony Robinson yesterday from Fulham was excellent.
He was good, wasn't he?
I thought Anthony Robinson yesterday was very good, man, for Fulham. Yesterday, he's a player I would.
I did write to you in the group. Ben Chilwell's getting binned out of Chelsea. He's a left back though. I'm just saying.
I'd keep Robbo over Ben Chilwell.
27.
Yeah.
You don't rate him at all?
No, I did a couple of years ago. I don't. Since all his injuries, he's not the same player anymore. He's just like Robbo. He's just starting to take their toll on him. I don't think Chilwell plays at this level. I mean,
Honesty's just put in the chat there. I think Inacio is pretty much.
I think that's the one.
The guy. I think he's going to be the guy.
I think he can play left back as well, can't he? Yeah. So that's the one. If we go by him, and apparently Sporting are happy to take less than his release clause, looking like 30% off his release clause.
He didn't play in their last game either, by the way.
No, and his agent.
They won 2-0.
Apparently, his agent's in England, ain't he? So
yeah, he's
who knows?
Done the Bruno Fernandes deal.
Yeah,
he looked good as well. I hate him.
Yeah,
he's a good player. Yeah. I hate him though.
Yeah, he's an extremely talented footballer, but he's a rat at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Anthony Robinson, man, he's a good fullback. He's a good fullback. Yeah, he's someone I would like. So second half performances obviously picked up really well. Let's talk about Mo Salah. This guy.
Oh, can I give you Salah's numbers, by the way? Actually, can I give you Dom's? Because I missed out Dom's.
Yeah, go Dom's first, then goes Mo.
Dom got 91% passing, 42 out of 46. So anyone who comes at me with Dom can't pass.
Yeah, Monty's doing his nut.
Dom started passing. So 4 out of 8 duels, which is good. Also 3 out of 5 ground duels and 1 aerial duel. He got a 7.8 on SofaScore. Like, he was just behind Salah. He was unlucky to not get the assist. His heat map, he was everywhere. Like, he was everywhere. 61 touches, 3 key passes, 1 big chance created, 3 shots blocked that he actually blocked, and he was fouled once. And yeah, he didn't really do that much dribbling, to be fair, but he had a great game. And Salah, Jesus, 1 goal, 1 assist. Obviously, he really didn't do much in duels and tackling, but that's not Salah's game. 46 touches, 2 key passes, 3 long balls, 1 big chance created, 1 shot that was blocked, and a big chance that was missed. And he also made a clearance as well, by the way, in our box. He was all action. Like, I'm not sure whether he was playing for the records, but like, he's still got a lot of pace, by the way.
Yeah.
For people who say he's lost his pace, no, he hasn't. Like, and the positions he was in, like his heat map, he's by the corner flag a lot. So he's being played in a different position now, where he's either by the corner flag or he's just inside the box on the right-hand side, which is like, that's his sweet spot. Like, how many goals have you seen Salah score from that position coming
Hang
in?
on, 1 minute. Boom Shanker says, wait, do you guys watch the game or look at the stats on shoot? I watched the whole game, Boom. Boom,
I watched the whole game.
What's the issue, man?
Well, I watched half the game, actually, and then I watched the highlights.
What, Boom, what's the issue, my friend? What's the issue? Are you talking about Salah? Because Salah was excellent today.
Excellent.
You know, he played really well. He was the biggest threat for Liverpool all day. Let me know, man. Let me know. Yeah, we watch the game and then we break down the stats. That's what we do a review show for, my friend. That's why we do a review show.
The interesting one about the offside thing, because someone's just wrote, none of our players are offside. That's because this new system, our players break from inside their own half, so they can't be offside.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We have this system with a box 4, where Dom will play as a false 9, and Jota will come back in as another false 9, and then they'll have this box, and they'll drop so deep into their own half that when the ball goes over, they're breaking from in their own half, and it's just it looks so difficult to defend against. Like, it looks like you can't really do much about it because you can't play him offside.
No.
And then if you're going to track him, you're going to come so deep that you're in the opposition's half. Like, it just, like, second half, it was frightening. We could have got 6.
Mo's cleverness of his movement is out of this world. You know, his movement is fantastic. You know, he plays on the edge almost, but he's never offside. The fullback does never know where he is. Yeah, does he sometimes not always take his fullback on with the ball? Yeah, maybe not. But I've watched Luis Diaz today take his fullback on every single time, but have no end product. So I know what I'd rather have. You know, Salah's devastating, man. When he's in behind, you ain't doing nothing against him. Yeah, I thought he was excellent today. As you say, his numbers there are just different class, man. You know, 1 goal, 1 assist.
He kept probably one of their most dangerous players, like, out of the game in that left back, because that left back's got 20 assists. Got 14 assists, no, 17 assists last season. That left back got.
Yeah,
like, he was so instrumental in how they played last season. Mo kept him in his own half, like, most of the game, because he had him on toast. He had the Seville guy on toast as well. Like Mo just looks on it, like, and this new position he's been given, he's loving it. He's loving playing this new role.
Oh
he's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
create more
definitely.
chances. He's going to create a lot more chances for players. Like he put 2 on a plate, like one for Diaz, which we're probably going to talk about, and one for it
Yeah,
wasn't Jota, it was, I think it was McAllister who, when their player cleared it, like it kind of hit him. It might have
yeah,
we
yeah.
thought it was handball, but it hit him, but that was going
Should
in the goal, and that was
should have
another
should
Salah.
have had. Yeah, he could have easily had 3 assists today. It's
He could
mad.
have had 3 assists and 2
I
goals,
was
by the way. He could have had 2 goals today as well.
so Boom making his point there. Big up Boom. He says I thought Darwin was pretty bad and no effect on the match. Had a couple of nice touches in the second half, but was ineffective. Elliott should have come on for him. Not a big stat guy, to be honest. Yeah, I'm with you. I hear that. I thought he was excellent in the second half, to be absolutely fair. His movement and his running off the ball and his running with the ball, I thought in the second half was a massive threat. And they said he had some nice touches as well, but each to their own at the end of the day. You
And
know what I'm saying?
he laid the goal on for Salah,
Yeah,
which was
it's
the
not.
second goal, which kind of just put the game to bed.
Yeah. Good. Obviously not scintillating. I get you, but obviously I thought he was awful. I'm going to tell you right now. I thought Dom was absolutely terrible in the first half, but
Yeah, it was.
second half I thought he picked up his game a little bit. I thought his movement with the ball was good. As you say, he had a few good touches. The way he set up the second goal, was fantastic. His running with the ball was good in that second half. He was always a threat because he was hanging off that right hand side, trying to play mowing quite a lot. So I thought he got better as the game went on. But first half, I'm with you, it was diabolical. It was diabolical. But yeah, right. Dave says, "What you lads think about Elliott not getting minutes? How good his pre-season was? Does this mean that he's starting 11 consistently?" I think if we get a new midfielder in, that Slot needs, that anchor midfielder, you're probably looking at this moment in time, Gravenberch and McAllister with that new midfielder will be the midfield that he wants. I don't think you're taking Gravenberch is playing. I think he's looking at Gravenberch now. He looked in pre-season. And after this game, I just don't think at this moment in time, he's going to take Gravenberch out of this team right now. So if we got Zubimendi, I actually believe it would have been Zubimendi, Gravenberch, and McAllister would have been his midfield three. So yeah,
no, I don't. I don't. I think it would have been Zubimendi, McAllister, and Dom. I think Gravenberch probably would have been the casualty.
Don't know,
I mean, Jesus Christ, you've got a Copa America winner, you've got a Euro winner. I don't know. He might have played McAllister as the 10, and then put Gravenberch as the 6. But I thought that was the whole point in Zubimendi. But Zubimendi wouldn't have been played as a 6 because he's right-sided. Would have played on the right. Like the deepest player, if any, is the right side now, which is crazy because it always used to be the left side. I don't know. It's all quite flexible, but the thing about the Elliott thing as well.
Elliott,
we kind of covered this before.
Only the first game.
You don't have to play.
No.
He doesn't have to play everybody. Like I know Jurgen brought him on every single game. Like Elliott always came on. Like we don't have Jurgen anymore. Like we have a new manager that does what he thinks is the best thing to do. Like, and bringing Elliott on clearly wasn't something that he wanted to do, or bringing Curtis Jones on clearly wasn't something that he felt was needed. So we didn't. And these guys don't have to play. Like I said, like some of them just need to have a little bit of tough love sometimes. Like Quansah got dragged off because the manager didn't think he was doing the right thing. Like we may have all sat there and gone, he was brilliant, but the manager didn't think he was. And we won the game after we took him off. So who am I to say that was right or wrong?
Yeah, as you say, this is the thing and say, well, managers will look at players differently, and see different players there. But look, Harvey, not coming on for one game, I don't think it's the end of the world. Harvey will get plenty of minutes this season. Just one game. Maybe Slot felt this game weren't right for Harvey, and the next game will be. You know, it's not the end of the world. We might see a completely different midfield three. Who knows? You know, Brentford next at home, I believe.
I think there'll be rotation, mate. I think there'll be rotation.
Yeah, like there's players there. You got Curtis Jones didn't come on. Harvey didn't come on. Darwin Nunez never came on, which
no.
Don't know if we need
whinging about that. Is anyone whinging about that?
No. Let's talk about it actually. Darwin Nunez never came on, and look, we could say like he's only just come back. He's only had one pre-season game or two pre-season. I can't remember now. So yeah, I get it. He's late to the party. But he didn't come on, and I don't think that would have been the case in Klopp. I think Klopp would have found somewhere for Darwin to come on in this game. So it's interesting to me, like with Jota, that Jota missed a goal he should have scored with his head, but then minutes later, he scored a great goal. Jota links the play better than Darwin. So
Jota was brilliant today, by the way.
Jota links the play far better than Darwin does. So right now, I'd suppose Jota's probably number one choice, but Darwin will get his minutes. But I do find it fascinating that he didn't, like some players didn't get on, and you know, Gakpo came on and went in front. You know, Jota came off for Gakpo and went through the middle.
Yeah,
you know, so I said this before with Gakpo. I still think Slot might use him in that versatile way, especially if Diaz is still at the club. But yeah, it's interesting. But as you say, Jota rightfully is the number 9 right now, and eventually Darwin will get his chance. But right now, it's Jota's, and Darwin's got to take it from him, which hopefully that means that will improve Darwin, because if he wants that position, he's got to fight for his place. Which, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it.
Exactly what we want.
No, it says a refreshing approach. Yeah, exactly. It's refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing.
And it's only the first game, guys, as well. Players get loads of time to play. You know, Darwin and Elliott and Curtis Jones might all play against Brentford next week. Times, you know, and we're talking about it's just the way Slot might be doing things. So I'm not worried. People will play games, but the refreshing approach, yeah, it was good.
There's no way if that was Jurgen that he'd have brought Tsimikas on and Konate.
No,
wouldn't have happened.
No,
those two subs just wouldn't have happened.
No, and that's a manager just maybe looking at something a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not like all managers have different approaches, and Slot's approach is a little bit different. But look, we've got the win, and that's all that bloody matters at the end of the day.
And we got really good in the second half, like really good.
Yeah, like some of the football play was excellent. Some of the short passing, the 1-2s, the building out from the back, I thought was really good, and that's what I want to see more from Liverpool this season.
Two of their best players were their central defender and their goalkeeper.
Yeah,
that's just a fact. Greaves and Walton were their best players. Right.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Right.
Yeah, and they did well. Like Jota played well. Salah played well. Let's talk about the other left winger. So Luis Diaz, look. I put my agenda to bed on Luis Diaz. Like, I put my agenda to bed. You guys
and then it's
know,
come back out.
I put my agenda to bed for Luis Diaz. I was like, no, what he did at Copa America, what bits he did in pre-season. I'm like, no, I'm going to back him now. Go back him. Then the first day of the season starts, and it's the same Diaz, and nothing's changed. Yes, he completed the most dribbles out of anyone in our team, because that's what Diaz does. Diaz is a dribble machine. Takes players on for fun. Goes around people for fun. That's what he's great at. His end product in the final third is dog shit. It's still dog shit. You know, we can't sit here and pretend it's dog shit.
Did you see that pass back to Salah, which just missed him?
Yeah, and he missed.
Salah was just stood there and went, and the ball just rolled right past him. And he's like, "Who are you passing that to, mate? Like, I'm in the box, like in the goal at the mercy."
I think like everyone else in the chat. I think with everyone else in the chat, gets the same frustration with Diaz as we all do. I think we all
get Darwin as well, then, didn't you?
Yeah, well, they're both the same. Diaz and Darwin are both the same. They're flamboyant footballers that do some really good things, and the other thing they do really badly. So Diaz, he takes on his man, he wins the most dribbles, that most take-ons. That's great. But, Salah, let's do the opposite way round. Salah probably didn't win a single dribble or a single take-on, but the man scored 1 goal and 1 assist and won us the game of football. I don't care. That's what I'm after for a forward, guys. If guys like their wingers that can dribble and take players on for fun, and have no end product, wicked. I'm not going to have a go at you guys. But I like people like Salah. Salah can't take players on. Now, people in the chat already spoke about it today. Salah can't take his player on no more. He's not the player he used to be. He got a goal and assist. And almost got another one. That's what I like. That's what that's what I like about him, man. That's what I like. That's what I like about him. And Diaz winds me up because Diaz is not a crap footballer by any stretch of the imagination. No. Diaz is a tremendous footballer.
Diaz is an older version of Doku.
Yeah, Doku's a really good footballer. But what do we all say about Doku? Doku's a really good footballer. Takes players on for fun. Exceptional footballer to watch. Really exciting player to watch. Wins the ball back. Good tackler. Wins the ball back. Dribbles well. Keeps possession on the wide area of the pitch. We all say the same thing about Luis Diaz. But at the end of the day, his end product's not good enough. We can't pretend. Is his end product going to get better? No. Does he score goals? Of course he will, because he's a good footballer. But for me, Anthony Gordon scores 2 today. And I guess Anthony Gordon's
some funny stuff in there. Diaz is the Colombian Doke.
Jesus Christ. I personally think Anthony Gordon scores 2 goals today.
If Diaz could take himself on, he would. Big up Captain Sal.
It's just frustrating, man. Diaz
Gordon was shit today as well. That's a fair point, Russell. Gordon was shit today, by the way.
That's because Gordon don't want to play for Newcastle, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why. A good reason.
Yeah, but I just want more end product. If Diaz gave me end product, we're talking one about guys. Do you not realise if Luis Diaz had better end product, we're talking about one of the best left wingers in the world, man. That's the fine margin between it.
I think what's funny is I know you're back on the Diaz train, like Diaz no end product train. His own manager singled us out in the press conference at the end, saying he should have finished that chance. And what I don't get as well is why didn't he challenge the goalkeeper for that? When that ball went through, he backed out, and didn't challenge the goalkeeper. Just stick your leg in there. Who cares if you kick the goalkeeper in the face? It's a ball to be won, and it's frustrating. He can be really frustrating. It's going to be a case of players are going to get rotated. I think, especially wingers.
You can't compare Diaz and Mane. Mane is one of the greatest, best left wingers in the Premier League era, man. No. Plus, Mane, he got joint golden boot 1 year in the Premier League. I can't. No, man. No. I know someone's going to get the GA up of Mane.
Mane's hasn't Mane been in the Ballon d'Or top 10 3 times or 4 times?
Yeah, they're totally
Mane's incredible.
Totally
absolute legend for Liverpool.
Totally different players.
Diaz doesn't do his shoelaces for me. Sorry.
Who would everyone rather have as a left winger, Mane or Diaz?
At the age of 27, by the way. Just
27. Who would everyone want? A 20? I probably have Mane now. What does everyone want? A 27-year-old Mane or a 27-year-old Diaz? Let me know in the chat. A 27-year-old Diaz or a 27-year-old Mane? And Mane, even if he didn't get the GA, you know, his end product was still better than Diaz's. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get this. I've seen people make this comparison a lot of the time, and I understand it if you want to go there. That's cool. I see this a lot because Mane apparently didn't. You know, if you compare GA, Luis Diaz's and Mane's are not that are quite similar apparently. But it's about the end product part of it. The end product from Mane was far superior. Far superior.
I don't think, I'm not even going to bring up the stats on Mane because he was just amazing.
And Mane's effect on the team was better as well.
Yeah.
But I get you guys. Look, guys, if you feel I'm being too harsh on Luis Diaz, I can't. Fine. If you think I'm being too harsh on Luis Diaz, fine.
Mane scored over 110 goals for Liverpool, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
he scored over 110 goals.
Over 110 goals for Liverpool, yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Has Luis Diaz even scored that in his career?
I think Firmino scored over 100 goals for us as well. I think they all scored over 100 goals, like those three.
It's
pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure of it. Like, Diaz has got like what is it like? Is it 20 or 30? 30 goals?
I don't know what.
20 or 30 goals in like 2.5 years.
I have no idea. To be
I'm not even going to go through the numbers, but he wasn't great today, and the manager even said it. So
yeah, I want Diaz to be better, guys. I really do.
Yeah, I do.
I want him to be that guy because I love the guy. Don't get me wrong. But Diaz hasn't even hit 100 goals in his whole career, let alone just for Liverpool. Diaz has scored 88 goals and 42 assists in his whole career. So let's not do this Mane comparison, yeah? Let's stop, yeah? I mean, let's just stop there. But I want Diaz to be better, guys. No one understands it. Everyone thinks I'm being harsh on Diaz. I'm being harsh on Darwin. I'm being harsh on them because they're not shit. They're good footballers. It's a fine margin. If Diaz's improvement in front of goal and his decision making got better, you're talking about one of the best left wingers in world football with everything else he does. This is what I'm chatting about, guys. Look, it's Gakpo. I think Diaz is a better footballer than Cody Gakpo, but I think Cody Gakpo would give me more end product in a season than Diaz would. But Diaz is a better footballer. It all depends what people want. You know, people. What people like.
I want Cody Gakpo in the team. I want him playing on the left. I want him playing ahead of Diaz.
Fair enough.
I just do. I just think we'd be better for it. But we'll see what happens.
I'm not comparing Luis Diaz, Sadio Mane. What I mean is that we have been spoiled by two more former wingers most times. So please read the comments again. I'll read that comment. Hang on, let me find that comment because I don't want to do you a misjustice if that's what you wrote, and I read it too fast. So just trying to find that bloody comment now. If I read that comment too fast, I do apologise. Obviously, I can't even find it now. There you go. I can't even find it. It's gone past. But I get you, man. I get you.
What? Edison would be going to Man United? What?
I have a question for you guys. If we don't have Sadio Mane before, would you be reacting like this? Oh, yeah. Sorry, lad. That's fair. I didn't read the question right. Big up to you, man. See, I
didn't either. Sorry.
I can be the bigger man. I apologise. That's all cool. I do apologise. But the fact is, look, we do have Luis Diaz. And that is look, we do have Luis Diaz. Look, we were spoilt with Sadio Mane. Of course we were. One of the best left wingers in the world. So, yeah, we're spoilt with that. But we do have Diaz now. So I can only react on what I see today. But I do hear you. Big up you. I do apologise for not reading your comment properly. Edison to United for 38 million. Oh, what, the Atalanta player?
Yeah, Man United are in talks with him. 45 million.
This is very true from
I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening, mate.
No, it's a weird one.
They're literally
Casemiro
selling.
and they got Casemiro and Kobe Mainu. So where's Edison going to play?
No, but Juventus have bought Koopmeiners, so they're not going to lose both.
That ain't been done yet. He's still at Atlanta.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and Atlanta just bought a new DM as well. Honesty's right here as well. Let's be honest here for how Diaz's end product is. He doesn't ghost in games, which Cody does from time to time. That's a great fact. Work ethic from Diaz is second to none. I've always said that. His work ethic is second to none. You can't dispute that. No problem with that as well. Which is why Diaz will play more games than most people, because his work ethic and energy is out of this world. Yeah. And that's why he probably will play most of the time. But yeah, I get that, man. I'm with you on there. I'm surprised United haven't signed Zubi yet. No one's signing Zubi, man. No one's signing Zubi. Big up DJ Brains as well. Stay far from Ryan out on Nori was trashed today.
I didn't think he was that bad.
Big up Centino says, I've always believed that he's a right winger. What is that? The Szoboszlai?
Diaz.
He's
Diaz.
Yeah, I saw it. It was horrible. I never want to see it again. It's where I think he jumped in the air and came down. His season's finished, man. That was horrible. Yeah. Horrible. The thing is, though, once you click on it and watch it, for some reason YouTube then thinks you like broken legs, and
then he shows you just nothing but broken leg videos.
It's just like,
no,
it's like,
no more broken leg videos.
Ineos is cooking. To be fair, Edison, Kobe Mainu, Fernandez could win the league. That midfield. It ain't going to go, Russell.
Not with this stinky attack.
No.
To be
fair, that's like the thing is, like Ineos didn't buy Fernandez or Kobe Mainu, though. So buying Edison, yeah, I hear you, but
I mean, Ineos I don't think 4 players. Like, do any of those 4 players get into our team?
Turtsky,
honestly, do they get into our team? Any of those 4 players?
I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch that.
Mazraoui,
Mazraoui,
Zerki, or I mean, the French guy at the back, Lenny Yoro, is going to be our 5th choice centre back.
Yeah, that's what Liverpool claimed, wasn't it?
They clearly don't get in our first team.
Mazraoui, if he plays left back, he would. Yeah, he'd get into our team.
He's really injury prone as well, by the way. So
yeah.
They basically got themselves another Luke Shaw.
I don't think De Ligt's all that.
No.
In our first team, if we're talking about Liverpool's strongest 11 they could put out, apart from Martinez, who I think is a good defender, none of them are better than Konate and Van Dijk. So
no.
Yeah. No.
Like I've said it before. Like, we have got literally the first and the second best centre backs in the Premier League. Like, they just are. Like,
yeah, on that day,
when Konate's not injured.
Yeah, Konate at his best.
He is out of this world.
Yeah, Konate at his best and Van Dijk at his best are probably the best 2.
Do you remember? Do you remember those? I think it was 3 games. I think it was Man United. I think it was Man United, Tottenham, and Arsenal. He was undefeated in the air.
Yeah.
Just he's just a monster. Like, he's still only 25, by the way. Like,
yeah.
Let that sink in. Like, that's like, I think we got Virgil when he was 26, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, then too, like, Konate can stay fit. Konate's as good as it gets. If he can stay fit, that's just his problem. And Virgil's Virgil at the end of the day. He was great again today.
Yeah, he was. Those diagonals, wow.
Yeah, Virgil's one-on-one defending is second to none. I don't think people realise that as an individual one-on-one defender, how good he actually is. Yeah, it's just balmy that people still question me on this today. It really does. It's a weird one. United have bought well in the defensive area for United and improving their team. Zertsky, he looks like a unit. Let's see how good he is for a whole year. Yeah, obviously debut goal.
He did nothing in that game, by the way, apart from that fluky shot, and it was quite fluky.
Tony Martial scored in his debut as well. We all know what happened to him. So
yeah.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But if they get Ederson, man,
that would help them.
I'd have Saliba over Konate. I can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear that as well.
Yeah. But if Konate stayed fit for a whole season, then I think you got a good. Then you can ask a question.
Yeah.
If Konate plays 30 odd games and he stays fit, and we see the Konate we saw today, I'm having Konate over Saliba because Saliba can't do what Konate can do. Yeah, I hear that. Honestly, Zerk scores one goal, and that's the thing, ain't it? Like, that's what you gotta get because he's a Man United player. You always gotta get that. Unfortunately,
Anthony scored on his debut. Someone wrote.
Liverpool bank United, but we couldn't beat them last year. That is very, very true.
Yeah, they pissed me off. But we battered them last year, by the way. Still couldn't beat them.
Yeah, battered the crap out of them, but yeah,
we really did.
Saliba is more cold. Yeah. So
Anthony scored on his debut, mate. Someone just wrote in the chat.
Oh, there you go. Saliba. Yeah, I'd say Saliba's more cultured than Konate.
Yeah.
But Konate, I think Konate's a better footballer. Yeah, for me. I think he's a better footballer.
I think Saliba suits our play, like on the slot, like 100%.
Yeah.
He really does. Like,
I mean,
but there's no point even talking about him because, like,
put Saliba. The thing is with centre backs, I've always said this: you shouldn't know how good your centre backs are at defending, and the reason that is people say that is because it's about how you defend as a team and not as individuals. So as a team, last year and the year before, we defended as individuals, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Arsenal defend as a team. So when they're off the ball, they're defending as a team was better in Liverpool's last year and the year before. But that's what Liverpool want to get back to this year, is defending better as a team. Dropping back when you should drop back, go compact, go narrow. That's what we got to do. Yeah, beans on toast. Yeah, that's my favourite lunch.
Oh, cheesy beans on toast.
My favourite lunch, man. Can't beat it. Yeah, Gabriel was better at Saliba last year. I'm with you, honestly.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, the Diaz stuff. As I said, I don't want to go too far into the Diaz stuff. Again, today, his dribbling was excellent. Taking players on, his ability to play with, with his gas tank is amazing. His ability to be involved in the game for the whole 90 minutes is excellent. I just need end product. You give me end product, I'm seeing a different Diaz, and I'm happy, man.
Me too.
Salah, 9 goals in a row in opening games. Now has the record.
Mental.
Absolutely
mental. He's beat Rooney. Was it Rooney, Shearer, and I can't remember someone else. But
and it's all at the same club as well.
I think he's just
all at the same club as well, man.
Yeah, he's on another level, isn't he?
Yeah,
and he's now. I think he's now on at the level with Rooney as well for assists in the first game.
It's just
like
Salah just keeps making. It just keeps parading.
I didn't know there was that many more records he could break, mate.
It's just
but
mad. I think he's after the assist record,
Yeah.
See that bloody pass of his outside his left foot to Diaz as well. Like
how Diaz not score that chance?
That ball was ridiculous.
I know it was.
Yeah, he's quality, man.
That's obviously what Slot said as well. Did you also see that diagonal that Gravenberch played?
Yeah, Gravenberch, man.
Just literally cut their defence in two. Like, we played some really good football in the second half. and we should be really pleased with that. Like that, we just came to life.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about Gravenberch, Honesty asked this earlier. Question: if you look at Curtis Jones and you look at Ryan Gravenberch, do you go my spot is in danger, or do you go, be like challenge accepted?
Challenge accepted. You've got to be.
Got to be. I think they're the same age, ain't they? 22.
I think Jones is 23 now, mate.
He's 23. As a footballer, I think there's more in Gravenberch's locker than Curtis's.
He's played more games, Gravenberch, by the way.
Yeah. I think Curtis has still got the same issue that I think Curtis is just going to have his career, just holding on to the ball too long. Gravenberch has got that better one-touch pass than Curtis has. He's better on the half turn than Curtis, but Curtis is also a very good player himself. My worry for Curtis is if we're going by another player, that anchor midfielder, you'd say right now in his slot team, that Gravenberch is probably preferred over Curtis. So if you go in an extra midfielder as well, it just means that Curtis has got to improve in parts of his game that Slot wants to improve on. One touch, two touch passing. If Curtis can improve on that, then you've got a good player, and it's happy days, ain't it? I think it's happy days, but I think Slot's a bit ruthless. If he don't like you, you're gone.
Yeah.
Look at Endo. Yeah. Endo didn't even get on the game to shore it up. You're 2-0 home away to Portman Road. Anything could still happen. And he's like, no, Endo, sit. You're not even coming on to shore it up. So, yeah, just.
I mean, he's ruthless, mate. Gomez didn't even get on the squad because Gomez is not sure. So he's like, all right, then. Well, if you're not sure, then mate, you can wait at home. If you're not with us, then you're not coming with us.
That stat is mad. I saw this elsewhere today as well. Salah has 300 goal contributions in 350 games.
He's just on another planet. He really is. Like, seriously.
That's mad. That's absolutely mad. And Gary Gillespie on Liverpool TV said Salah's not world class. Did you hear that? And
he is a bit. He is a bit negative Nancy, any Gillespie. He does.
I understand what he's saying.
He doesn't fill you with any joy, does he? You listen to his voice.
So Gary Gillespie said, basically, if no one's seen it, he said on Liverpool TV that he believes Salah's not world class, but he said but his stats would tell you differently, right? So he said maybe I'm wrong on that, and I was like, yeah. And I had a conversation with Matt earlier about this, and we came to the same conclusion that on the eye, people might not think Mo Salah's world class, yeah, right? But you can't get the amount of goal contributions that Mo gets every year without being world class. Because then why isn't every other player getting what he does?
And why aren't world class players getting that?
Yeah, and if you look at most world class players in attacking areas, their goal contributions are like Mo's, and it's every year. Even when Mo has a drop in a year, he's still getting goal contributions of at least 25.
Yep. Someone just wrote in the chat. 212 goals and 88 assists in 350 games, and 300 goal contributions in 350 of those games. My word! They are absolutely mental.
I don't know what Salah's got to do.
And can I also say as well, just before anyone even has a doubt about Salah, Salah's only 32, and he's had
not
one injury. One injury.
Yeah, and he looks well over that now. Yeah, and this is the thing. And I can understand what Gary Gillespie's saying. Maybe from a physical standpoint, when you're watching him play, he maybe doesn't do what an Mbappe or a Neymar do, or or a Vinny Jr. as a winger. I get it. He's not classy on the ball like a Vinny Jr. is, yeah.
But he's not a winger though, is he?
But the problem is, exactly. But the problem is, you can't be at a world class level. If you're not at a world class level, you're not getting what he does every single year in goals and assists. Because if you're just an okay or a very, very good player, You're not doing that. Like Saka is a very, very good player, but he doesn't do Mo Salah numbers. But he's a very good winger. One of the best wingers in world football, probably, that a lot of teams would love. But Mo Salah is getting, we're talking about plus 20 every season now for 8 years without fail. You can only do that if you're a world-class footballer. You can only do that if you're a world-class footballer. Yes, he's not world-class. Like, if you look at a Vinny Jr. as a winger or a Rodrigo as a winger, Rodrigo is probably a better footballer in the fact that he can take players on and stuff like that than Mo Salah. But Rodrigo's never getting Mo Salah numbers, is he?
No. And he turned down Manchester City today, by the way.
Yeah, big up Rodrigo.
He's not leaving. He's not leaving.
No, it's not saying Ian Rush was a world-class striker back in the day, but he got like almost like 400 goals. You know, you only get that if you're a world-class striker. You know, Haaland, there you go, here's a perfect one. Haaland is not bloody fly. Haaland is not the best footballer in the world. We can all agree with that, yeah? But as a striker, he's world-class because he puts the ball in the back of the net better than anyone else. So it's what a player does. Yeah, it's just mad. I don't get it.
It's the thing about Salah. It's the whole package. It's the fact that he doesn't only just score goals. He also creates a huge amount of assists and creates a huge amount of chances in games. Like, you know, he's creating probably 2 or 3 chances a game, like big chances for other people, as well as he's also got big chances as well. Like he's a unicorn. He's just a unicorn. Like, you're never ever going to find another player like that. I'm sorry, you're just not. Like your Messi's, your Salahs, your Ronaldos. I just don't see ever being players like that with numbers like that, like on both levels.
And he affects the game.
There isn't any you can say now that are going to do that, like assists and goals. Like,
and he affects the game. He affects the games as well. You know, he affects so many games. You know, and that's because how class he is. I don't think, and he's got better as a player. You know, I think Salah has actually developed his game as he's got older as well, because now he's creating goals for others. You know, his ability, he's passing in that final third. He's so underrated. You know, he goes outside side of the foot, finds good. He's quality, man. Gangan said, what I will say for Salah's overall contribution in the game has improved massively over the last few years. When he played right, he's not much on the fringes of games. Exactly, Gangan Deep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quite scary. I mean, it really is quite scary to think that he's only got 12 months left. I think that is for him.
Give that man a new deal. I don't care what it costs, man.
It's quite frightening.
I don't care what it costs. Right, let's talk about what's Chris saying about Gomez. Let me know. Let's talk about Joe Gomez. So Joe Gomez reported before the game by Paul Joyce, who just seems like the man from just
bitter old man, isn't he now?
He just sounds bitter every time he talks, man. So Joe Gomez, apparently it was a mutual thing. It was a grown-up conversation, apparently, that Liverpool don't want to sell Joe Gomez, but they're also not going to stand in the way if he wants to leave. They're not actively looking to sell him. But Joe Gomez and Liverpool, apparently with Arne Slot, apparently they had an adult discussion where I believe Gomez has basically said, I need to leave the football club maybe because I need to guarantee my playing time because I'm at an age now where I need to probably play. And he's looking at his options. So Liverpool didn't let him be in the squad. Now, if you're not in the squad, that tells me you're leaving. I think that tells me you're leaving, because if you were thinking about your future, but nothing has happened, you'd still be in the squad, wouldn't you? So not to be in the match day squad when there's nothing wrong with him, he's not injured, he's been playing, you know, pre-season, you know, he played the other day. for that to come up, that tells me I think he's pretty close to leaving. I think he's pretty
you're
close
right.
to leaving.
Also, Stefan Bacesic wasn't in the squad as well. Nat Phillips wasn't in the squad.
All the players that look like they're leaving weren't in the squad.
Gordon wasn't in the squad. Doak wasn't in the squad. McConnell was. These are
yeah.
all guys that are available. I think Tyler Morton, was he on the bench?
No.
Tyler Morton on the bench? No. There you
Nope.
go. Was Sepp van der Berg on the bench?
Nope.
Nope. There you go then. That's all you need to know. It's interesting that Keller was on the bench, by the way. That was an interesting one. Because I thought
he ain't going nowhere.
No, well, no one's bidded for him, mate. So
you can't go anywhere if you don't get bid for. Yeah, exactly.
If no one bids for you, then you're not going.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it is interesting. The players that
it is interesting.
Have been up for sale publicly, like Stefan Bacesic, we know. The club are actively looking to loan him. Tyler Morton, I think the club are happy if they get a good offer for him. Joe Gomez, that news today, not in the squad. Looks like he might be leaving. Sepp van der Berg, we know the club are actively trying to sell. So the players that weren't playing today, not in the squad, looks like they could be at the door, man. Be up Mike with super chat. He says if Joe goes with still don't sign anyone, the results won't matter. The club isn't back in the squad. I love Mike. Mike is really on one at the moment. And then go for it, Mike. Go for it, Mike. Because what you are saying, we do agree with. We do.
I agree as well.
We need players.
We need a player if Joe goes. Like Joe's like a utility player. Like we definitely need a player. If Joe goes.
Well, we're down to 3 centre backs because Sepp van der Berg will be leaving as well. So and they're not going to play Nat Phillips. It's like we play out from the back. Nat Phillips has never seen game time. So
I will be devil's advocate here, by the way. If that bumps Sepp into fourth choice, does that mean Sepp might stay? I don't think so, because I still think he wants to play football.
Yeah, Sepp wants to leave, and Liverpool won't even go. So
I think we'll probably sign someone. It might well be like an 18, 19, 20-year-old. Like it might be, like seriously, because that's what we were looking with Lenny Oro. So it could well be someone like that, or it could be a left back who plays centre back as well, which makes a lot more sense.
That's the one I think.
The left back is just like,
look,
it just needs sorting out. Like I'm looking at it going, sort it out, please.
Yeah, it's glaring and obvious. Look, let's go. Look, is it a coincidence that yesterday Liverpool got linked again from Portuguese media? We've got to say this. It's not the English media. Portuguese media been reporting yesterday that Inacio his agent is in England right now, which obviously could be in England for any player. I don't mean he's there for Inacio. He obviously represented many players. But I think he represents Bruno Fernandes as well, don't he? So,
yeah.
And Bruno just signed a new contract, so he's probably there for that. But also, they're saying that Sporting will take a cut on the transfer fee of the release clause, like 35 million you can buy him for. And then today, the news about Joe Gomez comes out. Is there a link there? He can play left back, centre back. I don't know. Liverpool. They're going to buy one.
Putting the link the other way as well, by the way. People are also putting the link in. Newcastle still haven't signed Mark Gahey, by the way.
Well, they can't afford it.
So they might go for Gomez. And if that Gomez deal does reignite, then the Anthony Gordon stuff is going to reignite as well. Which I don't mind, by the way, because I still think we need a backup for Salah. Like, I still think we're crying out for that. However, if we did get an Asio, I think that would put Arsenal's plan on getting Gyökeres, who's their striker, out, because then they don't need to sell. So it makes a lot of sense that we go for him. We've been looking at him for years. Like apparently Julian Ward has got a really good relationship with Sporting as well. So we might use him as a conduit for that, but it makes perfect sense. I know the Turkish guy's going to Brighton. That annoys me. Ferdi Kagalu, the Turkish international, the left back?
No.
He's now going to Brighton. Brighton are cooking, by the way. Like,
yeah, they smashed Everton.
Can I just say something as well about Brighton? I was looking at their team. Like, there's 2 players who probably aren't going to get in the Brighton team who I'd just go and sign. Like, their DM, Balbo, do you remember him?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. 20 years old, monster. Like, had a really good season before they signed him. And when he played against us, played us off the park. And Bradley Barco, who's the Argentine international, who's a left back. Like, there's 2 players there. Just go and take those 2 guys, both 20 years old, both internationals, both played in the Premier League now, and yeah, just there's your DM, and there's your left back. Like,
I hear. Personally, I'll just go and get Bruno
crackers.
Guimaraes. I just buy Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle.
Yeah, just go and throw 100 million at him.
You know, the way Bruno and Gordon played today tells me they want to leave.
He was captain today, by the way.
Yeah, even Newcastle fans are like, "What are they? Like, they're playing like they want to leave." I've said it for a while now. With Bruno Guimaraes, he's waiting for one of the big 4 teams in the Premier League to come and buy him. He's just waiting for one of the 4 teams: Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Man United. One of them 4 coming from him, he's off. And Anthony Gordon is just literally waiting for Liverpool to make an offer for him.
Well, he's not even playing football now, is he?
Yeah,
he's got on striking games.
Darwin says Bruno isn't box to box. No, but he's that anchor midfielder. And if you look at the way we played today, we need that orchestrator anchor midfielder in our team. You can tell. Slot Bates, he said it again today. That's what we're missing. You know, it's just that's what Slot wants. You know, the way we play, the building out from the back, trying to control midfield. You need that anchor controller, and Bruno, man, just pay the money. We got the money. Let's stop pretending we ain't. You know, we 100 million. The team could do it if they want to. The club can go and buy them if they want to. And by the way, I think
we're going to make like 40 million anyway, like on sales.
Well, I think we've made already close to 50 already, and if Diaz leaves this summer, if it's obvious that Sepp Van der Beek's going to go.
That's another 45, mate.
Gomez is going. Sepp Van der Beek's going. Tyler Morton will probably go. You know, the other players there that look like they're leaving. There's going to be money to go and do a deal. We have to get 2 players in at least. Go and 2 players in. Joe Neves, would be nice. There's players there.
Oh, you mean the other Neves? I think you mean the Neves who played for Wolves.
Oh, Gomez.
Portuguese one.
That's Joe Gomez.
Portuguese one.
Oh, Ruben Neves.
Is it Ruben Neves? Do you mean him?
Yeah, Ruben Neves went to Wolves to Saudi, didn't he? Joe Neves went to PSG, didn't he? Got Joe Gomez at Wolves. There's players about. There's players around. The fact that they're looking to loan out Stefan still tells me they're in the market for a midfielder. I'm not believing what Paul Joyce is saying that Liverpool aren't actively looking for a midfielder, because we're looking to loan out Stefan Bajcetic. We're looking to get rid of Tyler Morton still. That leaves us 2 bare in midfield. I don't believe that we're not looking for a midfielder. You can't go.
We've got to be looking for a left back. Like, that is just
left back
scandalous.
You see it today. It's worrying,
That's
ain't it?
Scandalous. Like,
it's worrying. It's just
get
a left back in who can do a job. You don't even have to be a fashionable name.
So, what do you think about the Gundogan? The Gundogan thing. I think he'd be brilliant, by the way. Like, as a stopgap.
On a lot of websites are talking about Gundogan today. He wants to leave Barcelona. What is he, 33 years old?
Yeah, 33.
Obviously, it'd be a stopgap signing. Wages, would that be an issue? We're not the biggest wage payers, but for someone like Gundogan, I think Liverpool would pay it. You know, he's got to leave. He wants to leave Barcelona. Would he come to Liverpool? Or would he respect Man City too much? I'm not sure, unless he wants to go to Saudi, but I don't think Saudi are in for him. So
he was a big fan of Klopp, wasn't he? Because he
loved Klopp. Yeah, he loves Klopp. You know, if Klopp was still here, maybe that's who we'd go for, and it'd be an easy bit of business. But Gundogan at Liverpool, you know, well, Gundogan just sitting there.
Good to have a winner, wouldn't it? In there,
Gundogan just sitting there as the anchor.
oh, brilliant. Couldn't think of a
Yeah.
better player to be able to control the game. Like he's so good at it.
Yeah, that'd be.
It would be sauce. It really would. I've got to say.
That'd be one. Yeah, I know the age gap, Darwin. The thing is, though, with the age, yeah, I think we do forget Liverpool got James Milner at 30.
I mean, he had man of the match performances against like Man City when he was like 35, 36 Milner.
Yeah, I mean, and we gave him a new contract in his mid-30s as well. I don't know, you know. I just we need. Is he going to be a free transfer?
I think they'll probably let him go on a free. They got him for nothing.
So if they're letting him go for,
it's more about wages and registration because they can't register Olmo because they haven't got any space.
Yeah. I don't know, man. As a stopgap, if we went and got Al-Nuri at left back and then Gundogan as that stopgap in the midfield, and then we went and got Iniesta as the centre back, and that was our summer transfer window. Yeah, that ain't bad.
All right with that.
That'd be all right. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Look, he's there. Look, they said they would make. Look, Paul Joyce actually said if Liverpool go buy a midfielder, it'd be an optimistic, not an optimistic. What's that word?
Opportunistic.
Opportunistics. An opportunity. I can't pronounce it. Signing. All right. Well, that Gundogan speaks that, don't it? Yeah. That one. That's you say it.
Opportunistic. Sorry.
Opportunistic. I can't get my words out. I can't. It's a double P. I can't. Opportunistic signing. Then that's one definitely on the market from nowhere. Yeah, definitely.
Young's available as well, by the way, from Barcelona. Like, there's a lot of players available from Barcelona, by the way. They're kind of having a fire sale.
Everyone's saying about the right wing depth. I hear you, but when Mo Salah plays like he is today, he's not. He's always playing.
He's never injured. He never comes off. Like it's just Mo.
It's just Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi were the same.
Yeah.
You know, they never really bought a player to be their understudy. They bought versatile players that can play in that position if needed. Now, I'm with on that. I think buying right wing cover is extremely difficult. Arsenal got the same problem with Saka because Saka plays every week. They're struggling to find a right winger that would come in to give Saka a break. I think sometimes you can go versatility. You can go and find a versatile forward, a winger that can give you that cover. I know a lot of people talk about Kudus, but Kudus ain't coming in to be Mo's cover, man. Kudus comes in to be a first teamer. That's why Liverpool couldn't get Elise, because they could go Elise, right? You go from Palace where you play every week, come to Liverpool where you'll be most replacement.
Yeah, I know.
It's so difficult to go to him when he's only young, and he can go to Bayern Munich and play every week, probably. You know, it's
that's
very
a really
difficult.
good shout. That, by the
very
way,
difficult.
Darwin Jones has just wrote there. Adam Morton in another season. So Gundogan for a year, and then he goes to Saudi, and then Adam Morton after he's played another year at Palace. That's a great bit of future proofing that.
Like, yeah,
because he needs another year. Like,
yeah,
he's played about 16 games. Like his career.
I hear that.
He's still great, by the way.
I'm on this Kudus train. I ain't gonna lie. Kudus played left wing today and cooked.
He plays everywhere, mate.
He's playing in this West Ham team. Kudus don't want to play. He wants to leave West Ham. You can tell, right? Kudus is great in the 10. He can play in the 8. He can play in the right. He can play through the middle. He pretty much is so versatile. There's your player.
I reckon you could play him as a left back, mate. Honestly,
yeah,
he's that versatile.
Kudos is not a one-position player. He's a versatile
Crazy.
attacker. He can play left wing, right wing, the number 9, the number 10, and the number 8. Right. So if you're buying someone like Kudos, if Diaz goes, I'd actually buy Kudos, yeah, right, as his replacement. Play him on the left wing, but then because of his versatility, if Salah needs to go off, you can put Kudos over on the right and put Gakpo on the left, you know, and then you can change it up a little bit. That's what I mean by, I think buying a one-position player like a right winger who only plays right wing only is very hard to do when you've got Mo Salah at the club. But someone like Kudos who can play anywhere in the front three and the number 10 position, that's perfect, you know, because he'll still start. Yeah, that's what I.
Gomez is in London.
Gomez is in London. But yeah, got to remember a lot of the offices are in London for all the teams as well.
So are Chelsea.
Yeah, I heard a rumor earlier that he might be going to Chelsea. You know.
Oh, Maxine Lacroix agrees terms with Crystal Palace, so that means Gahey is going to Newcastle.
No, Lacroix. Lacroix is. But yeah, but
yeah,
I think Newcastle can't afford the 65 million.
Yeah, that's just broke. Florian Plettenberg. Tell you what, Palace are cooking.
It's a weird signing that because he's not better than Gueye.
No, but if Gueye wants to go, then, and they're also going to make a bag full of money. I mean, basically, they're going to make 45 million on him because they only signed him for 20 from
I'm
Chelsea's reserves.
I'm looking at a rumor right now. Chelsea badly want Joe Gomez.
I mean,
because they don't want Trevor Chalobah, who I think is an excellent defender.
I think he's a good defender.
He's not wanted by Chelsea. If there's a thing to do,
Chelsea are horrible to their players, by the way, mate.
If Chelsea want Joe Gomez, I'll get Trevor Chalobah in as a swap. Gomez to Chelsea, and we get Trevor Chalobah.
I mean, if Chelsea want Joe Gomez, then we just go and get Lavia. Just say we'll have Lavia off you then. Like we'll have Lavia eventually. Like we'll just get him a year later.
I can tell everyone right now, Carl was only liked by Jurgen Klopp, not by Liverpool. Yeah, I hear you, though.
Chelsea, he's a Chelsea fan as well. Like,
yeah, I think he was more of a Klopp investment.
Klopp,
man, what Gomez to the young Chelsea said about playing at Brighton. Who's that?
That was Colwell.
Yeah, Colwell's not that good, boys. Trevor Chalobah's better than Colwell, in my opinion. I think Trevor Chalobah's
That's a good shout. TLFC's wrote Gomez to Palace, but it looks like they're about to sign.
Gomez to Palace would have made sense.
Maxine Lacroix,
because Gomez is from that part of the world. He's from I think Southeast London. I think Gomez is from South London or Southeast London originally.
He came from Charlton, didn't he?
Yeah, which is Southeast London. So he he came from around that area. So Palace would make sense. But yeah,
it's a lot of money for Palace. That it's a lot of money. He's going to cost Gahey's going to cost them 70 million. Newcastle.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Chalobah has been treated disgustingly. I thought he's Chelsea's best defender, to be fair. Yeah, it was Catford area. He's from Maine. Yeah, big up Junior. Yeah, he's from he's around the Catford area, which ain't too far from me. Guay won't be worth. The Guay won't be worth getting him. The stupid money. I think he's about to say. Yeah, it's Catford.
Interesting thing. Did you hear the interview that Guay did? And he literally said, "I don't see myself as a superstar footballer. Like I don't see myself as a star." I'm like,
yeah,
give yourself have a bit of ambition there, mate. Like, back yourself a bit.
Do you know what? I think Gomez. By the way, guys, Liverpool don't actually want to sell.
They don't want to sell him, and we don't want to sell him as well. By the way, we don't want to sell him either.
By the sounds of it, they come to a mature decision where it looks like he just wants to leave. Gomez probably watched the Euros, yeah? Saw people like Mark Guay playing for England and thought, I am just as good as Mark Guay. I could be doing that. But he's not going to do it playing for Liverpool because Konate and Van Dijk are the #1 partnership. You'd say Quansah is more likely to play over Joe Gomez as a centre back right now. That's the telling thing, you know. So he's probably looking and thinking, like, Virgil's always going to play. And then I've got Konate and Quansah there. I've been playing fullback mostly. I probably need to go for my own career. Gomez has been at Liverpool almost 10 years. It's Joe probably thinks it's his time. And if it's up to Joe and Joe wants to leave, it's good for his career, man. Yeah,
Gomez was a Brendan signing, wasn't
he? Yeah. He played left back under Brendan Rodgers. That's how long he's been at the club, man. He played left back under Brendan Rodgers when he first came in. It's bought for like $3.5 million, I think. Look, you can't keep players all the time for the sake of keeping players. This is the thing as well. You know, if a player wants to leave, you just have to let them go. He's been, as John Kelly in the chat says, he's been a loyal servant. He's never caused a problem. You know, injuries, unfortunately, got the better of him at times. And if it's time for him to go, it's time for him to go. Club will see him. Hopefully, the club get good money for him as well. If it's around that 45-50 million, it's a good bit of business. And then we've got to buy. Liverpool have to buy. They can't just have 3 centre-backs, guys.
We have to buy.
I expect Liverpool to go into the market.
And that's what we all need to be a little bit excited about as well, because if you do sell him, then you know you're getting a new player. You know you're getting a new player in, because we ain't gonna keep Nat Phillips as his backup. Right? That's just not going to happen.
You got Subway fan says James Milner, first player in history to make 23 consecutive Premier League seasons.
Did he play today?
Yeah, he started the game.
Jeez, I mean the team Brighton have got, and they played Milner.
Yeah,
just proves how good Milner is, doesn't it? Still.
Well, it proves that shit Everton are.
Yeah, it proves that shit Everton are. Yeah,
they're going down. This is a year.
Milner's like that. Milner's like, boss, we're winning 3-0. Can I just come on to break a record?
Yeah, he was captain.
Go on then, mate.
He was captain.
Go on then, mate.
He was captain today as well. Rowan says we need a 6. We certainly do. Look, if Gomez goes, they're replacing Gomez. They have to. They got no choice. Yeah. We need a left back, a centre back, and a midfielder if Gomez goes. So, look, Liverpool can save all this and save their season, give Slot the best chance. Look, Slot is basically saying to Richard Hughes right now, I don't know if anyone saw the interview Slot did.
It's funny.
He sort of dug Hughes out a little bit. It's like, do your job. Slot wants 3 players.
Get me some players.
Yeah. He wants a midfielder, a centre back, and a left back. Need them bad.
That's interesting, isn't it, mate? Lewandowski's cooking under his old manager at Barcelona.
Who's manager at Barcelona now? Oh, for Hansi Flick, ain't it?
Hansi Flick.
Yeah,
he's got 2. Mamardashvili conceded 2. Oops.
Yeah, look, I watched the first ever time I knew who Alisson Becker was. We stuffed about 9 goals past Roma. So yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Wow. Can I just tell you 2 players that Barcelona are playing in midfield, and tell me if you actually know who they are? Casado and Bernal. They're the midfielders for Barcelona tonight.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of their players, haven't they?
Bernal is 17 years old.
I bet he's exceptional.
Casado is 20. And they're winning 2-1. Like, that's just insane. Like, their centre-back, Pau Kabasi, is 17 years old. Like, Barcelona have got some kind of weird voodoo, like, elixir drink or something that they're giving their kids or something. Like Yamal's playing, he's 17. They've literally got 3 17-year-olds in their team, and they're winning 2-1. That's just nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I bet they're all exceptional as well. So they've lost Pedri and Gavi. The problem is, the reason Pedri and Gavi are injured all the time.
Pedri's on the bench.
He's coming back from injury, ain't he? The reason they keep getting injured is because Barcelona they're playing them too much when they're young. They've got no other choice.
I'll tell you who's not in the team tonight. Guess who's not in the team tonight?
Go on.
Gundogan.
There you go.
Literally not in the team.
Get it done, Liverpool. I know it's a stopgap and he's a bit older, but just look. If you go and buy a Gundogan, a lot of the fan base are like, wow. Just
go and get done. We'll be all happy. Go and get done. Great stopgap, and then get Adam Morton next year. Happy days.
Oh yeah,
that's mental. Sorry, I can't get over that. Like two kids in midfield. Crazy.
It's a mad one. Big up people subscribing as well. We're over the 6K mark now, so big up thank you to everyone there. Don't forget to go and subscribe to KMac as well. I think it's very close to 500.
I'll put my link in the chat. Big up everyone.
He's almost on that 500 mark. His views and that have gone through the roof recently as well. So
yeah, that'd be great to get to 500.
He's on 477 right now, so please go and subscribe. Almost there. His channel's right there. Go and subscribe. Yeah, I saw the Verratti rumours. I don't want Verratti near my club, man. No.
He's
great player, don't get me wrong, but no.
He's probably going to be another Thiago and he'll probably retire next year.
Yeah. Great player, don't get me wrong.
Broken quaver legs. Like,
yeah. But look, Liverpool played well in the second half, scintillating football, winning the game 2-0. Started the Premier League season off with a win. Obviously, we got news about Joe Gomez possibly leaving Liverpool, and maybe look out for some things on social medias tonight, guys, about Joe Gomez. It looks like, unfortunately, he might be leaving the club. Liverpool need to go and transfer market and help Slot out. Mo Salah, scintillating as always. Gravenberch, big props to him. I thought Gravenberch again had a very, very good game tonight, and let's hope he can carry that on as well, guys. Before we go out of it, let's just see who's live we can redirect to. But guys, make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribing, and sharing K-Mac's channel.
I think Hens is going live at 10.
Yeah, let's have a look.
I think Hens
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, big up to everyone in the house. You're all great. Appreciate it.
Yeah, flip over to my channel and see if you can get me up to 500. That'd be a mission. If you can do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, guys, let's do that.
Well, we're waiting to find out who else is live.
There we go. All done, guys. Big up to everyone. This is going to send you over to Mo and Hussam on MHF. Go over there and tell them Jamie Raid. Give them a Jamie Raid on their channel. See what they're talking about over there, and should be fun. But guys, we're out of here now. I'll be back probably tomorrow if there's any Joe Gomez news. So watch out for the video tomorrow and go and subscribe to K-Mac as well. Big up, guys. See you later on.
Clean sheet.